Alright, we're down at Acme Fill this morning. I'm going to try and look through all these hives. We haven't looked in them through them thoroughly in quite a while. Seem to be lots of bees in here. We've been having really crappy weather all week. It's been raining off and on all day. I imagine there's a whole lot of bees home if I had to guess, just by the way they're acting. That and probably not much of a flow going on if I was guessing. But you know how that goes. So they've got some in that super. They've got some in that super. I have been noticing some sumac blooming here and there, but it looks like it's getting ready to. This is a box we might need to rotate back to the orientation we want them. Very nicely brooded, very nice pattern. Don't want to spend a whole lot of time on them. They're already cranky. Tried to get here as early as I could. Still not early enough. Now there's honey in the middle. Looks like food. They don't brood up anymore. I'm gonna leave them like this. Well, this ought to be got eggs in it. I think we're gonna check the bottom. Got a lot of cups. It's all larvae. Brood, some drone brood, which I wouldn't expect. These are pretty calm. They didn't especially like me opening it up first thing, but it's, like I said, it's been a while. I really don't want to go down in them, so I'm going to leave them like this as they are right now. I don't think we've got anything going on. So let me put this back together and we'll look at another one. Here's our second big one here. This has been a pretty good hive in the past. Not so sure about right now. It don't seem like they've got a whole lot of bees. I got a little bit of juice in that super. This one they do not have much. I brought some feed, but I don't know. Don't know what they're gonna need. It's like all the bees are over here on one side. And the empty frames there. They seem to have taken a little bit of a downturn. A lot of honey in this box. If I can find some brood, I'll add a frame in them. And we have some brood here. Bees seem to be, there's the queen right there towards the bottom bar. Seems to be doing okay. Don't remember where she's from. Seems to be laying pretty good. But it all seems to be on the side of the box over here. I don't think they're having any problems. I got a couple empty frames. That I'm gonna stick in here. Maybe they'll expand a little bit. See the queen right there walking down the edge as I look down this frame. Be sure not to hurt her. I'm gonna do this. And then that. I think I probably ought to check the bottom on this just to be sure that it's not empty. I tell you, it looks like, as I remember, it looks like the bee numbers are down a little bit. The bottom's covered well. I hope the queen's in the top. It's empty. Undrawn. Food. And we got brood. So right now they're not doing bad. We'll throw one of these in here. Move that over. Put them back together and go to the next one. All right, this is gonna be one of our first homegrown, well, one of our first Acme grown bees here. So I've been interested. They're getting old enough, we ought to see what kind of disposition that they have. I got some honey, they're not starving. A little bit in that box. I do see pollen coming in here, not tons, but a fair amount. Looks like there's a lot of bees here. This one's finally getting up to fighting weight, I guess. we could roll that frame around. Right now, these seem to be pretty daggone tame. Got eggs, got larvae. I'm on the opposite side of the entrance. Looks like they had a pretty good hatch out. A lot of young stuff in here. These bees are definitely darker. They aren't near as gold as the straight up Santa Fe bees that we do. I think they get darker down here. But as for, they seem like they're doing fine. I'm not gonna mess with them anymore. Let them do their thing. Hopefully they don't turn out to be what we don't want. But all in all, not bad. I'm sure another few weeks will tell the tale. All right, that's that one. These are our nukes. Just looking at this gray one, it doesn't look very good. I don't know if there's any bees in it or not. This one over here definitely has. This is a one that we grew a queen down here with. And it has bees in it. They just aren't very active at the moment. We've been feeding these pretty regular. You just saw the queen, I thought. Looks like a little feed wouldn't hurt them. Queen was either on, she's laying, either on this one or the next one, I thought. Saw her, so we'll feed these. Fair frame of brood, nothing to write home about. A queen cup. I didn't see her, but I thought I saw her walking down the... There's brood and pollen and honey, so these could use a jar. Just don't want to get them robbed out by any of the other bees. These in this brown one are the ones that have been the least amount of food in them. These were, I don't know, I think these were the, oh, this deal's done in here, I believe. These were the swarm bees, I believe. Not looking good from the top here. They do have food. Some old brood surrounded by food. There's the queen right there. She's a little small one right there in the corner, probably flipped sides. She's not a real impressive one. Not laying real well. but they are very spotty. There's just not enough bees in here to work the hive, so we'll monitor them, but doesn't look real good for them. Right now they're kind of holding their own. We'll give them a little bit of food and then leave them go. This should be our other born at Acme bee. I believe these ones were not doing well in the food department, and we put 2 jars on them last time that we were here. Yeah, they're still not very impressive. They might have a lot of feed in the... They got a little more than that one, so they're not... Nobody's starving around here. I'm kind of hesitant to feed any of them, just because the pain in the rear it'll be to do it with that bucket of feed. Again, this is another one we've got the rotation a little bit different on. They very likely have nectar stored in this. Or brood. A lot of drone brood. What's up with that? Hope they're not planning on leaving us. Honey and honey brood. It's like another one I'm gonna need to get to the bottom on. They keep on building a dang queen cup there every time I knock it down, so I got a divot there now. Queen cups. Hopefully they don't think it's a good time to swarm. I don't believe that it is, but they're brooding good. See drones. Very, very calm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the bottom here. See how much brood they got down there. If they're brooding down there, I'll just leave them alone, but if they're not, I'm gonna rotate the boxes. We're going more, let them do their own thing here. Today it's not terrible. It's kind of cloudy. It is quite humid. I see brood coming. We're in food. They're not getting pollen bound like I put some artificial pollen down here. Some of the Ultra Bee. Pretty good frame of brood right there. And they don't seem to care for it here. When we were at Island Grove, they were eating it up there like it was going out of style. They're brooding pretty well in here, so I think I'm gonna leave them go. Hard to believe this bee was bred down here. They might turn into, there's the queen right there. They might turn into devils at some point, but right now they seem pretty good. So one more, well, we got one more, and then we got that dadgum thing we picked up while you were here. We'll see what they're doing. All right, this is the last one of our regular hives. This one has been doing real well. They appear to still be doing well. We're about to find out. I see some cat honey in this. There's not a ton, but there's some. I think this one's pretty much empty. Not a lot of bees. A lot of them at the entrance. Not a lot up here. We're a double deep on this one. It's been a double deep all year. Got a nice frame of pollen. Got some young larvae. Got eggs. Yeah, don't know how that new one down there is going to act. A little interested to see. I think these are going to run out of brood before long. Well, they got this one drawed and capped. Pattern looks good. I suspect they're probably going to build up. Yeah, they're doing good at the moment. I'm going to leave them alone, I think. I don't know what else to do. This is all nectar from there on out. See if I have an empty frame. Not so much. Yep, I guess we're going to leave them exactly the way they are. This is a pleasurable place to look at bees now. Can't even imagine. These are about the most wound up I've been around, and they're not bad, so. We're gonna go look at the crazy hive here in just a minute. All right, these are the crazy bees. Don't know what to expect. The first time I looked in them wasn't very pleasant. The second time was better, and it seemed like a queen had just got going. But we didn't see her. Doesn't appear to be a whole pile of bees in it. I don't know. Things ain't looking real good. Looks like they got a lot of honey still. They still fly around like little bats out of hell. I believe they're eating some honey. Oh my goodness, I'm still heavy. Now we'll see. Since the day that you were with us is the last time we have been in this. They're still not very pleasant. A little bit of brood. Honey. Looks like there's wet brood in this. There's definitely a little bit of drone brood. There are so many fewer bees than there were when we went and got this thing. I haven't seen a frame full of larvae yet. It looked like one of them had wet brood. I'm thinking the next one down might be the... It's got a little bit of capped. No larvae. So, I don't know what's up with this. I will take a frame of eggs and put in it if I don't find anything. It leads me to believe that it's a queen right hive. That's a fair amount of bees. Doesn't appear like it's got too good of a queen in it to me. I'd like to see a queen. I don't know if there's still a queen in here or not. There's some brood. I mean, it's not very good brood. There is the queen right there. So there's a queen in here. She's on the bottom right now. I don't know if she's a new one or an old one. I'm still kind of interested to see some. I got some larvae here. I don't think she's that well bred, but definitely got some larvae. So I'm gonna leave them alone for longer. Worst case scenario, I'll get 2 boxes of honey off of it. So I think that's it for down here. Richard can look at his own bees, and we'll think we're gonna go to Doyle's and then to our house. We'll try and get it there.